Today I'm going to show you how to take the broken accordion trim around your cup holders and replace it with this nice clean set. Okay, getting started, you just need to start pulling the trim away, and I just started kind of prying it up with my hand. Then I got a pry tool. Come to find out here, a couple seconds later, I end up breaking my trim. So I'm not quite sure if it's just the age or just the way I took it off, but things happen. I'll have to get a new set. This one was already scuffed up and broken, so gives me a good excuse to get a brand new set coming in soon from SCP Euro. Hopefully this doesn't happen to you, but it's bound to happen on older BMWs with this old brittle plastic. Once you get that shifter trim off, you can just kind of put it aside so you can start working on the cup holder trim itself. It usually just kind of pops up right there in the front, and then you kind of work towards the back where it's got some kind of clips and retainers holding it in. At this point, I was trying to be super careful not to break another piece, but just kind of keep maneuvering it, wiggling it left and right, and eventually this should slide kind of towards the shifter and up and out. And right here, I'm just giving it a gentle pull, and out it comes. At this point, I'm trying to get out the rest of the old accordion pieces. It was broken from several years of just kind of sitting back there. So I'm using a pick to kind of get to the back and kind of hook it and then pull it towards me so that all the old pieces come out. That way the new accordion piece can go all the way back in and not hit the old piece. Now with those back broken pieces, I was able to get the kind of front part that covers the cup holder a lot easier since it was mostly just one piece, just kind of the handle broke off. Then you kind of see the issue here is the accordion kind of gets stuck when it hits the end. And since this was one big piece, I end up having to kind of pop it up and break free. There's these little tabs, and if you see here, they kind of popped off as I pulled up on it. It's not very important, but that would be the way I kind of put it back in, as there's those little tabs that will break off. Here I was actually found another big piece in the back, and I couldn't get it out, so I ended up just getting some snips here just to kind of break away the plastic. Other people might have used a Dremel, but whatever it takes is to break the plastic. This was the easiest for me, so I just kind of broke this little retaining little piece of plastic here. You won't really see it too much because the trim will cover this anyway, so this makes it way easier. The alternative is to go and actually pull the whole center console, and I think that even requires taking the seats out and everything. I'm not too sure. So this is way easier than having to do all that and trying to put it all back together without breaking even more things. So I just used these wire snips, and it worked pretty well. As I was cutting, I realized I still couldn't get more, so just take little pieces at a time until you figure out how much it takes for the little pins to come out. Once you kind of get your hands on it, you can really see what it takes for those to come out. And then from there, you should be able to kind of rotate it up almost to like a small 90-degree angle, and then that way they all come out. The new piece will have to slide down into that kind of valley and then scoot back to the back, and then for the front, obviously, scooting towards the shifter. Here's the new one going in. I had put some grease on there just to make sure there was no binding or anything like that. I don't know if that helped or not, but I figured it might help from kind of getting broken in the future and preventing anything from hurting it, and it makes it just a little bit easier to slide since it's kind of plastic on plastic. There's not a lot of things kind of helping it glide, so I figured that couldn't hurt. And here's also the new bottom piece. That was also one that I had put in just previously, but there's kind of the semi-completed product. And here it is with that trim back on. As you can tell, you can't see any of that plastic you cut away or broke. It looks so much nicer and it's such more modern again, so not having the kind of broken little slides and whatever you want to call the accordion piece. And here we go. I'll have to fix this later, but for right now I'll just snap this back in and make everything back to normal. Once you kind of have it all laid out into place, you just kind of push back on those clips and they should snap back down. Now I'm just wrapping up, being ready to be done. I hope you like this content. If you like it, subscribe for more. I'll be doing some other BMW X5 modifications, updates, things like that, just to kind of refresh the car and make it look nice. Thanks for watching.